this beat go up. DJ Doughboy in the house. Man, what's going on? Welcome back. It's your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk podcast. Man, this is episode, what are we at, 106? Something like that, right? Episode 106, man. We here with music producer, artist, Amani Shabazz. What's going on, brothers?
Good, man.
Man, we are live on YouTube Music, and Facebook, man. We appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Today, we're going to be touching on a number of topics, man. His journey in the music industry, his new album, but a bunch of different things. One of the most important ones we're gonna be touching on, which this is actually his idea. He brought it up. Mental health awareness in the music industry, in the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? So that was a good one.
That was major.
Big shout out. That was his idea. All him. I can't even lie. You know what I mean? So big shout out to you, my guy. Let's start out, man. That was a throw ass beat. I like it, man. For real. Let's talk about the creative process with that beat.
All right. Well, I mean, for that particular beat, you know, it's really, I think for me, I started off with trying to just capture that air. So when I got that sample with that on the high end, you know what I'm saying, with that echo, that was kind of really the core inspiration. No. You know what I'm saying? And I really kind of built around that energy. I'm real big on energy and stuff like that. So that's where I really try to just have that resonate throughout the track, you know what I'm saying? And of course, tying in certain elements and techniques, you know what I'm saying, just to keep it moving along. You know what I'm saying? So
man, I definitely fuck with it, man. I like it, man. I make sure to upload a bunch of different beats, man, to show him his versatility. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be real dope. But tell everybody where you originally from and how was it like in your city, or how's it like in your city?
First of all, I just want to let you know I appreciate you having me on the show. You know what I'm saying? Reckless Talk is like major, so I'm just like happy to be on the stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm tingling,
man, I appreciate it.
I'm tingling on the cool. You know what I'm saying? Be cool about it, but really happy to be here. And just upon getting here, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Austin originally. You know what I'm saying? And kind of back and forth over the years. You know, it's Texas, so you know we move around. Yeah. And I ended up in Houston. You know what I'm saying? and probably like my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? And kind of learn my way around and stuff like that. But as like I grew up in Austin, you know what I'm saying? But I can say that Houston raised me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Houston made me the man that I am today, you know what I'm saying? The diversity and stuff like that, just the element of Houston, you know what I'm saying, will make a man out of you. It's gonna make you or break you. You understand me?
Yo, big shout outs to Austin. I lived in Austin, man. So big shout outs to Austin. I like Austin.
Yeah.
Keep Austin weird.
Yeah, keep straight up.
Keep Austin weird.
Yeah, for real. Like I said, it's nice, but it's like when you work in the circus, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. So that's how I usually like to term it. And I'm saying I love Austin for what it got to offer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
before y'all trying to cancel me out there, for the people who don't know, that is Austin's slogan. Keep Austin weird. We're not trying to get canceled. We're not talking shit.
Oh no, straight up though. Straight up. Anybody who's been to Austin,
keep Austin weird. That is Austin's slogan.
That's the best thing about Austin. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find it's very hard to find any other place like Austin.
Yeah, Austin's dope.
You see what I'm saying?
Dope.
And it's kind of like it's weird in the best way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that flavor you can't recognize. Man, like what is that? You know what I'm saying? That's nice. What is that?
Exactly.
That's Austin. You know what I'm saying?
Man, let's talk about you also do videography, man. Big shots to him, man. He comes out, man. I be inviting him out to my events, and like somehow he ends up working. I don't know what it is. I mean, yo, come out, come chill. We had a comedy event last weekend, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, come out, I got some tickets for you. Just come hang out. And next thing you know, he's doing cameos with all the comedians, shooting video, man. So Man, he a hustler, real life hustler, man. I ain't getting it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's not why I invite him out. He just ended up.
But that's what I hear. on the cool though, that's what I hear. When you invite me to a spot like mine, you know what I'm saying? You doing, and I think that's where we connect because we doers, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't look at the opportunity to not do nothing.
No, facts. Yeah, I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm off for 2 weeks, and I spent my 2 weeks doing something, not doing nothing. So I don't have a mind state where doing nothing is cool. Doing something and something adding up to something gets some results. I'm goal orientated, you know what I'm saying, and reward based mentality, which go back to the mental health stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like after I learned myself to that degree, when I get an invitation, which is very important to me, I acknowledge that with my energy, and that's what I got to bring to the table. So the only thing you can do is tell me, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're not telling me, you know what I'm saying? My mindset is if I don't have no obstacles in my way, I'm moving forward. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get to the comments real quick, man. We are live on YouTube Music, and Facebook. We got DJ Doughboy in the house. What's going on? Y'all check out on the interview I did with DJ Doughboy. 2 days ago? Was it 3 days ago? You know what I mean? Candy said, so happy y'all speaking on mental health. Yeah, facts. We definitely got to touch on that, man. It was his idea all day, every day. I got to give him props on that one. Black said, hello, people. What's going on, Black? DJ Doughboy said, yeah, it's crazy down in Austin.
Straight up.
For real. Exactly what it is. And Candy said she was in Austin for New Year's. It was lit. Yo, Austin, man. Austin,
I know it was.
Like you said, it's a city like no other. I'm from New York, you know what I mean? So I'm from a big city. I love Houston. I lived in Austin for a few years. Austin wild. Austin wild. Yeah. For real.
I can remember my first trip to New York. You know what I'm saying? When I went with my pops a long time ago, he just had the little swing through, pick me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm redhead stepchild. So he came through, schooled me up with the rest of my brothers and sisters who I was really just meeting at the time. Went to New York. I'm in the back of the seat of this old van, you know what I'm saying, the Volkswagen van, like on Back to, what do you call it, Back to the Future? Like that type of van, right? I'm in the back of one of them bad boys. And I hear Peter Piper. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That was my connection to hip hop right there, out the gate. In the scene and stuff like that. And connected to it right there, you know what I'm saying? So I just mentioned New York, that's the first thing coming to my mind.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Is that Peter Piper, Pick Pepper, and them bells come in, the drop on that is just stupid. You know what I'm saying?
It dropped hard. Dropped hard. Let's talk about your new album, man.
All right.
You just dropped, correct?
Yeah. Kinetic just came out on the 29th of December.
Man, what platforms can people catch it on?
Well, of course, you can catch it on all platforms, you know. Spotify, iTunes, you know what I'm saying? I think it's Apple Music at this time, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I don't want to date myself, you know what I'm saying? I think it's like Apple Music, Tidal, and what else? Have you ever heard of Deezer?
Deezer.
Yes, is a platform. I think it's more like Europe and stuff like that. Europe and a little bit overseas and stuff like that. All platforms that's available. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I got a links on Song Trader for anybody who want to do collabs and stuff like that. You can go straight on the Song Trader and directly plug into any of my tracks. You know what I'm saying? And they pretty much process the whole the collab process. So they do the licensing and all that other stuff.
So y'all ain't got to do nothing really. Y'all just sit back and
right. If you choose to if you just see a beat, I don't want to use that beat, you go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? Plug right in, go get all you need is an ID number. Hopefully you tight on your end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With your distributor, all you gotta do is just drop my ID in that note, load up whatever you put on my track, and we both good.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even gotta do nothing. Let the machine do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely dope. I also put his link tree in the description, so y'all can catch all his platforms that he's on in the link tree over there, man. But let's talk about music, man. Actually, let's continue on this album. You got how many beats you got on it? How long did it take? What was the creative process for it? What was the inspiration for it?
That's man. If I can articulate that, so there's 15 tracks on there, right? And I was coming right off of my first album, Elevate. You know what I'm saying, which came out in January. And my thing was to be consistent with how things are going, you know what I'm saying? Just learning the space that I'm really dealing with as far as music now. And so I thought it was important to just like make sure I follow up, but at the same time, you know, kind of keep that same thing. So I just took that same energy and really took it to the next level, which that elevation was really kind of more of an awakening, not just to music in general, but to my style. You know what I'm saying? Where my pocket was. After fighting all of that time trying to really find my sound, I was like, okay, I think I got something where it keeps kind of like, sliding right back into that groove. No matter what, I try to do this, and I still end up with this sound. I try to do this, but I still end up, after I play with it for a couple of weeks, I still end up with something right in this range. So I'm just like, okay, so that's my groove, that's my elevation in my own mind. And then so kinetic was me tying in to kinetic is basically the essence of vibration. You know what I'm saying? Sound and stuff like that, and the energy that we are. So that's me plugging into my frequency, so to speak. So that's why I got that thing kinetic, and then all of the tracks were kind of coming after, as I experience, what I'm saying? Because that's what I think. I'm big on vibes. So I pick up vibes, and I just, whatever, I'm beatboxing, whatever the melody is kicking in, I embellish on that, you know what I'm saying? Or I take some little sample or something that I thought about and tweak that into the process with each one of those songs, which I started my little system of trying to drop something every week, every other week, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of put me in that cycle of creativity, you know what I'm saying? So I can be focused with what I'm doing.
Man, I definitely rock with it, man. I definitely dig it, man. You're definitely very, very diverse. You know what I mean? You can go from slow down to some up tempo to some make you want to knock somebody out in a minute. You know what I mean? Like you got some very, very different, man. We actually gonna get to one of your beats right now. This one is called Balance. Y'all check it out. Man, what y'all think about that right there, man? What y'all think about that? Big shout outs, man. That's another dope beat. Let's talk about the creative process on that.
That one right there, man, it was just, that was one of them days. That's how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if specifically if that was something I picked up at work or whatever, but it was really the whole brand of it is balance. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying, as much as we want to be positive, you see what I'm saying? It's still that little bubble of, well, you know what I'm saying? It's not even the sense of truth. It's just that thing that we can only have everything go like we want it to go. You see what I'm saying? I guess that's the real truth. The truth is we want to go this way. When you get an obstacle, depending on what that is, you know, that's part of the balance. You know what I'm saying? And you got to deal with that. So no matter how you living or whatever you're doing, just to be vague about it, you know what I'm saying? At some point, balance got to come into effect. And to me, that's what it is, whether it's lingering in a sense of fear or it's something that you're dealing with aggressively, you know what I'm saying, to eradicate, you know what I'm saying? You got to set balance to it, you know what I'm saying? And how you reach that, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's how it gets resolved. I feel like that.
I like it. I like it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it. Candy said she loved it. DJ Doughboy said talent. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely talented. Man, we got Fat Boy in the building. What's going down,
What's
my
up?
guy?
All right.
What's up, man? Man, when you hear the words, what's the words I'm looking for, man? Actually, before we get to that, let's talk about the hip hop scene. You've been around, we've both been around long enough to see hip hop change throughout the years. You know what I mean?
True that.
Where do you see the hip hop culture right now, and do you think it's in good hands?
I'm gonna put it like this: the culture is always in good hands. You see what I'm saying? The problem is the minds that's controlling the hands.
I like that, man. I like that.
You see what I'm saying? You know, and so I think it's where we are. It's that same pendulum that I was speaking about before, where we create this groove. It don't matter how many ways people push us outside of the core of hip hop and the culture. We coming back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it's designed. When you pluck a string, you get that top note out of it. As it dissipates that energy, it's going to resonate all the way back to the center and be still. And that's where we come in. I think we made a lot of noise in different directions, and it's got to come back to that center, which is, for me, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to always call the center of hip hop the DJ. And I'm going to say that with disdain. You understand that? It's the DJ. So if you don't get that, then you missing a major element of hip hop.
Man, big facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So, and I ain't gonna even go hardcore with the culture that I ain't necessarily got on the cerebellum, but it's Belly Mel. You know what I'm saying? Kid Capri. You see what I'm saying? You can go back back to the old school. Those cats that basically put the music on the table. And then people responded to it.
Yep.
Rap, fashion, dancing, all of these things are in relation to the DJ playing the music at the park.
There you go.
People were attracted to these men that had vision and energy. And see, when they set themselves up there, they ignited the law of attraction. Yeah. That made people from wherever they was who was not feeling as good as them, come to them. And then they spread that energy of good vibes and energy to those people. And them people took that energy out into the world. And that's the way I see hip hop. So when I say we doing that, all of the things that we experience with what we produce is going to go out and then it's going to come back. You see what I'm saying? To the center. And then you know what I'm saying? So as long as like where we are right now, I think that we can see the industry itself conforming to that idea because we have this disconnect with, and don't get me wrong, do I got a minute?
No, you good, go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
Don't get me wrong, because my thing is not to bash nobody, do what you do, make it how you gonna make it, but when you get the culture to the point where doing features is really that line, the power, the note of power is really on the MC right now. You're getting the features and stuff like that. The industry has pretty much put the blanket over the DJ. The most powerful.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Okay,
I know where you're going. I know where you're going with it.
All right, so
No, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're definitely gonna go there. We're definitely going there. Cause I know where you're going, and we're gonna go there. We about to put our foot. No, we about to put our foot on the pedal, and we going there. Cause I know exactly where you're going, and it needs to be spoke on. So I'm gonna stop you because this goes into my next question.
Okay.
What does these words mean to you? Return of the DJ. Continue.
Return of the DJ.
Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
It's not.
Continue.
That's really what it is. It's the return. It's got to return because it was sent off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming back. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is I don't think the culture ran the DJ off. You know what I'm saying? The monetization of the culture ran the DJ off. It's just not. It doesn't fit into the model, or I should say the previous model.
Yeah. Hold on. Time out. We have a DJ in here. DJ Doughboy, give me your input on what he's saying right here, please. Go ahead. Continue.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I just think that particular model that was there that benefited the corporate structure did not leave space for the DJ to have that element in the culture that was the origin. You know what I'm saying? When people are talking about, you don't know nothing about no real hip hop, it's certain things that you missing in the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you cooking the soup, but you forgot to put that basil leaf up in that mug.
Man, I'm telling you.
You see what I'm saying?
Man,
I mean, everything tight, all
preach.
good. It's good.
Preach. But you know you're missing that one little ingredient.
When you walk outside to go talk to so-and-so, and you can't you miss when she dropped that leaf in there, you're not getting that ingredient. You know what I'm saying? So that as much as you want to talk about how great yours is, if it's missing that bay leaf, it's not going to be the same, or it's not going to resonate into, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, not to get all distracted.
Nah, you good. Go ahead.
But the fact is the fact that we, and I speak generally, we as a producer, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily as a DJ. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't consider myself a DJ. I consider myself more of a loop master or producer. I'm more into audio engineering than I am into performing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So DJs perform. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Doughboy says the DJ having his own recipe.
Straight up.
Man, facts.
Straight up. Straight up.
Big facts.
So I think that the core part of that element, the performance of the DJ, and people respond to that, how that gets left out of the formula for monetization, where and it's, don't get me wrong, like I say, when you can just go buy a track from somebody for $1,500 because they new in the game, you see what I'm saying? And then you can make millions of dollars and potentially not even credit this person. You see what I'm saying? Even if you do credit them, it's no real liability or responsibility to, you know what I'm saying, share in the wealth of what I think is most of the time standalone tracks. See what I'm saying? And so I'm just going to be careful about where I go in that regard, just because I think that MCing is important as well. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if you poopity scooping, you know what I'm saying, or if you master lyricist. Context is important to how we present what we got. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times that's where I spend some of my work in the editing process, is making sure that you can kind of resonate with where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a beat and the loose and stuff like that, it's just a blank sheet. So I put changes in and certain elements to try to give it the context along behind the name. And I'm working on filling those blanks in with everything else that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying, with my shows.
Nah, I like, you know what I'm saying?
So
I dig it.
I'm rambling.
I dig it. Nah, you good, man. You good. DJ Doughboy said, gotta have that seasoning. Big facts. That's exactly what he's saying, man. You could be a dope artist, man. But if you don't have that right DJ behind you, man, and you know what I mean, it's exactly what you say.
Straight up, bro. Even if
you
got a good song, think about your live performance when you go. Who wants to see you if you don't really have a DJ bringing the element? Who got the livest shows, bro? And tell me that they standing on stage by themselves. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna go in there. I ain't gonna open up that can of worms, because we can go down and listen to all people who got great shows. You see what I'm saying? And they just not standing on the stage by themselves.
Yep.
A great song needs to be performed with energy and stuff like that. And I think DJing is a major part of that stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You got even groups who just had MC. They weren't fan of DJ because you need to have that element.
Yeah. Yep.
And then did that DJ get the same recognition and status as the MC? Probably not. But that's a corporate. That's a corporate doing. That's not a cultural doing.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's true. That's true. So trying to come back and I think the industry restructuring things. So like I said before, I don't have to do a whole lot for you to enjoy my tracks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I can put my stuff out there and you can get it. You can just eat from the buffet as you choose. It's better than me trying to figure out the right person to talk to that may possibly, you know what I'm saying? That's like I'm in the corners. I'm behind, you know what I'm saying? I'm behind the golf bag that you know what I'm saying, that you got at the secondhand store in the closet. That's why I'm way back in the corner. Yeah. Maybe somebody will move that bag and see me back there. And that's not where DJs belong in the culture. No,
that's facts. So let's jump to these comments real quick. DJ Doughboy said, gotta have the ear, man. We got E45 in the building. What's going on, E45, man? For real. He said, Records, you gotta pull up tonight. Big happy birthday to E45, man.
Happy birthday, man.
One of the hottest up and coming artists coming out of Texas right now. Man, if I can make it, I'll definitely, as soon as this episode over, I'll give you a call, man, for real. See if I can make it out there. He said, gotta have that ear and read what the crowd wants to. Man, big time facts.
Energy, once again, it's coming back to energy.
Big time facts. Big time facts.
That's facts, bro.
Man, my pops said put the recipe together for real. That's real. That's super real. It's saying that, man. We're gonna get into it. One more of his beats, man. This one right here, yeah, man. Likes what you're making, huh? Yeah, that's the one we're gonna do. This one right here, this, yeah, y'all check it out. Y'all check this shit out.
So you can see if you want to maybe adapt it, because I think you can put OBS on there and it's free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you going straight, you can do.
that was another dope one for real. That was another dope one, man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Let's talk about bringing back instruments, making room for more instruments in the hip hop.
I don't think the instruments really left. You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about as opposed to synthesized elements live? I think that it's a matter of convenience. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to think who it was. It was somebody that was really just talking about being true to the craft. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I just think that it's a point where you got to really look at what you're trying to produce. You know what I'm saying? What you want the end element. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something with that classic feel of live instruments, you know what I'm saying, or even an earthy feel, if that's what it does, you do that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think if you can go in with the landscape of music that's been produced at least in the last 10 years, you'll find there's a lot of people that still use live instruments. You know what I'm saying? That go live with it. Now, whether in relation to the MC, whether it works with any particular person, that's something else. You know what I'm saying? But I think production-wise, that I can take some synthetic samples, and like I do now, I throw a live cello on top of it or a horn. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's about resources. So if I can hire somebody to come in, because I'm not going to go learn how to play the trumpet. To tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can tell them somebody what I want to hear out of it, and then, but that's a resource. So, you know what I'm saying, as far as the culture is concerned, you know what I'm saying, the beauty of what we do in the hip hop culture is really the most with the least. You see what I'm saying? And so you even have what's her name out of A-Leaf that came in with the flute. You know what I'm saying? Lizzo. Okay. Rocking with the flute. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, and it's like you can be shocked by it, but you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like that's what it's supposed to do. She dropped in something that you really didn't expect for her to really to be good at for whatever reason, and she killed you with that.
Kills
shit.
it. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And it makes it that more exciting.
Only because it's like in anything else. You know what I'm saying? If you open, you're gonna get hit right there. Bam. So she caught you slipping with the flute. You see what I'm saying? You was up here blocking, you know, it's gonna be all up, bam, with the flute on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So H-Town. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's really where it's at. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing that's really keeping your audience on its toes? If you need to throw in a live instruments, sometimes you need to back up off of live instruments and throw a synth in there to bring it to life, just to make people more engaged with the track. What's going to make that track pop? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that artists themselves, which is the same thing, same note we was talking about before. If you're an artist and you tune in with your craft, you diverse in all the elements of that, or you're learning. You know what I'm saying? Which is where I like to consider myself. I don't know everything about engineering, not even close. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be damned if that ain't my goal. You know what I'm saying? If it takes me 100 years, I hope to live another 100 years to
figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm praying. That's why I need 100 years. You know what I'm saying? It's very selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Man, let's go ahead and touch on the main topic, man. The main topic that's not touched on, man. Mental health awareness in the hip hop culture, really in just the music industry. You know, you see on TV all these celebrities that look like they going crazy. You know what I mean, and this and that. You know, when we talked about it, when you sent me that and we talked about it, it's like I really sat back and thought about it. You know what I mean? And it's like if you really sit here and think about all the stress, all the expectations, you know what I mean, that they have on them, all the people counting on them, all the people that's just hands out, and you know what I mean, like that's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot, and
it is.
You know what I mean. So let's touch on mental health in this industry.
I'm gonna tie in what you just said with the real reality. You see what I'm saying? And that's the fact that we are more sensitive to some little kid that's out of place, that's getting bullied. You see what I'm saying? No matter how the smart kid, mind you, is catching it. You see what I'm saying? Or the poor kid that's catching it because he ain't got the right shoes on. These are the elements that we sensitive to. But as an adult, it's always seen that we got some type of responsibility to upkeep ourselves and behave a particular way. And there's no real sympathy for that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? For being out of line or not fitting in. You know what I'm saying? And so most people who are successful, you don't do the same thing considered general average person does, because you grinding in your craft. The average person's not doing that. No. You're missing out on a lot of general elements of life. You could probably have to go catch up with the news and find out what somebody's saying because you've been so laser focused on what you're doing. You got to come out of that element and join everybody else. Yeah. And that's the same thing like when you got a nerd in middle school who you so fascinated with ants and shit. You see what I'm saying? When by the time he get to the lunchroom, he disconnected. Yeah. Real so shit, he ain't talking about whatever they're talking about. So I think that's the same thing. Hold on. My bad.
His man said ants.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what his laser focus is at that age. Yeah, real that's shit. What I'm saying. I'm just scaling it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so that same sense of focus is still punished on all ends. Mm-hmm. Because of the masses that don't connect with that level of focus, or even whatever that you focusing on. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And so when you think about all these people, and if I can go to Andre 3000 who called hell before he dropped this flu down.
Yo, for real.
Now, like I said, you go from crazy to genius. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So how many people are just geniuses that we still think is crazy because they still didn't pop off. Mm-hmm. If it don't pop off, you still locked into crazy. You see what I'm saying? And so understanding the difference between what crazy is and what really mental health is, I think is important, so that way we can take care of ourselves in a real way, instead of just shutting ourselves down because we don't necessarily fit in. Mm-hmm. And we could be doing something really important for not just ourselves, for humanity, for the culture, and then nobody get it until after you dead. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the dead folks that was trying to do something that got clipped in the process, that now we all happy about whatever they was doing when we was criticizing while they was alive. Shout out to them. Yo, so you know what I'm saying? In that essence, I think that's where it really got to start for not just the culture, but you know what I'm saying? You know, minorities really got to get a grip on where we fit in lights of understanding how we behave, you know what I'm saying, in our environment.
All right, so pause right there. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you good. I'm glad you said that. Hold on, let's see. It says speak on it, then say yes, and allow people to express themselves freely without judgment and criticism. I'm glad we're gonna touch on that too. Man, I want all of y'all to give y'all input on this. Everyone give input on this. I'm glad you said that we're gonna touch on that too, just in a minute. So why do you think, and this question is for everybody. You touched on the minorities, right? So in the music culture, you know, it's mainly Blacks and Hispanics, right? Mm-hmm. We all can agree on that. Yeah. Why do you guys feel or think that when it comes to mental health awareness, it's not spoken on? It's not brought up. You know what I mean? I know a lot of everyday people like us look at these celebrities and be like, oh, well, they got all this money, they shouldn't feel like this way, you know what I mean? And people don't realize that if we go through things in our everyday little normal lives, just imagine what they go through. You know what I mean? Yeah. So why do y'all feel like it's not talked upon? Yeah,
that's the question. It's like you gotta, from thought to words to actions. So if it's not getting talked about, it's not gonna make it into the action category. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at some point, we're not even thinking about it if we're not talking about it. You know why we're not thinking about it? As a minority, we're too caught up in trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It don't matter whether you're crazy or not if you ain't making it. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the corner, don't nobody care if you're crazy or not. You know what I'm saying? If you're preparing my food, I might want you to be sane. You know what I'm saying? You might want to have some sense. If you're my lawyer, I definitely don't want you to be crazy. So as the farther you go up on that scale, outside away from poverty, more importance of your mental health.
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? And so there's nobody that cares about if poor people are crazy or not. Yeah. That's why we're not talking about it. You see what I'm saying? And so I think that that's where and then just the general internet has changed the dynamic of that. You get information at no cost. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And so when you start getting information for free, and you're having where we are right now, we got all this dumping information, right? And so the next step in that line, I'm sorry, I'm a communication major, so you know what I'm saying? The next step in information is curating. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have somebody to slice and cut away, just like you're doing a puzzle. You got to dump all that whole puzzle down, then somebody start working on the edges. Some people do little piles of colors. The mind is just designed to sort things out. See what I'm saying? And so that's where we are now, culturally and technology-wise, is people are taking the information that we got and they're starting to trust certain people to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And you got to be careful about who these people are assigned by. Mm-hmm. Are we picking those people, or is somebody picking those people for us? You see what I'm saying?
And what's the ulterior motive?
Right. And so when we start looking at mental health, as we become more aware of it, are we really aware of the things that's going to get us to mental health? Or are we just going to be aware of that somebody could be crazy for more reasons than we knew before? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Or are we going to use triggers as a weapon? You know what I'm saying? To shut people down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't even going to, that's a whole nother show, my man. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
You said the brother's on point. This is truth. All right, so right here it says you allow people to express themselves freely without judgment and criticism. I like that, man, because what a lot of people do, I think that, and this I know for me a lot of, like, it's like when people be like, oh, you can come and talk to me, you know what I mean? And then when people come and talk to you about what's going on, it's like they either hold it against them, they either go talk about them, you know what I mean? Or if you come to me with a problem, right? That's something that's really on your heart and really important to you, and I blow it up, like, oh, that's not that important. Get over, you be all right. Right. That's the problem we have in society. Just because it's not important to me doesn't mean it's not important to you. And who am I to throw away how you feel? Just because what you saying doesn't mean nothing to me. Right. You know what I mean? As we the people, society, we got to stop shoving away people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you come to me and I'm like, man, that don't mean nothing to me. But still listen to what this man got to say. Still listen to what this woman got to say. Yeah. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's the problem we have in this world. We the people. And you know what I mean? Like, that got to change. That got to change. Yeah. That's where it starts right there. Yeah. And that's how I feel about it.
And when you look at long-standing cultures and stuff like that, you have those channels. You see what I'm saying? You have channels of authority that you respect. You know who to go to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's kind of just cattywampus with how we dealing with things. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the hip hop culture, but you know what I'm saying? Sporadically through. And I say, and I don't want to like use a blanket statement for that. You do have people that have support here and there, but those people have support. So the people that don't have the support and have somebody that you can turn to immediately and say, hey man, I'm struggling with this. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I think it's just so many young people that don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Really somebody to point out these elements with some sense of real wisdom and direction. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you lend into manipulation and all other kind of stuff that you can catch on somebody on that weekend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I do mean weekend. Understand that. Having that structure is important, and I think that that's part of, like I say, that where we coming in with the hip hop culture, because there's so much diversity, and as we curate each other, all the stuff that you hear, all the beefing and stuff, as long as it stays away from people ending up dead, it's only going to define us even clearer. Mm-hmm. So us hearing each other on the same bandwidth now, instead of having to go, before it used to be, I had to know somebody that came from Baltimore to know what brothers was doing in Baltimore. Yeah. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know nobody from New York, I don't get no New York information. I might see something on BET,
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
I can just hit my phone and I can see what Cass is doing in Florida. I can see what Cass is doing in Washington, and you know what I'm saying, overseas, anywhere in the world, and get kind of some note in general. But it's still not structured in the sense, which I don't think it ever will be. I don't even think it's going to pipeline, but I think it's going to be more. It will evolve to understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to have those people that are going to float to the top and stay there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But we just got to stop tearing people down for reasons that's not curated. I'll put it like that. I'm gonna drop it like that.
I like it. Let's get back to the comments. So yes, we need to help each other and listen. And a listening ear can go far. It can definitely change someone's life and life decisions. Yo, big time facts.
Yeah, two ears, one mouth.
Yep, for real. But and this is my thing. We got all these artists, man, and celebrities, man. They come together for what's the last one we had in Hawaii? You know what I mean? All these natural disasters and want people to raise money and this and that. It's like why don't y'all come together for this? You know what I mean? Something that really means something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not saying these natural disasters don't mean nothing, but we ain't even gonna get on the whole Hawaii shit because I'll get canceled for that shit. I ain't even gonna speak on that because yeah. But
what you're saying is, I think is really to the point. You see what I'm saying? Are we really seeing what people are doing? So every time I see somebody posting that they buying back the block, that's important as long as there's consistency with it. Because the only problem I think with the support in Hawaii is what happened before the fires and what's going to happen after the fires. Mm-hmm. Who's going to be on site? Who's going to be following through? You know what I'm saying? What's the name? The Rock might be there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he tied into the culture there. Mm-hmm. I don't know who else is going to. I don't know, but time will tell. So as we look at all those people that's doing stuff for the community now, what's really going to matter is to stay in power. You know what I'm saying? So and collectively supporting those people. You see what I'm saying? What are you doing to show your approval and support for the people that's doing it when they do it? So let them know they need to continue to do it. It's got to add up somewhere. And that's how we condition reward. Like I said before, I'm reward based. I'm going to continue to do the shit that I'm getting a reward for. Switch up the reward, make the reward better. Man, I'm on it. You understand me? I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ask any chick with red bottoms. You understand? She know how it works.
He said, why we need to come together, period, uplift and support each other. Big time facts.
All day.
Man, before we go ahead and end this interview, man, what advice would you give to the next generation, you know, trying to pursue their goals and dreams?
It's really simple. It's think it, say it, and then do it. It really don't get more complicated than that. You know what I'm saying? The energy and momentum is really coming from within yourselves. And just deal with obstacles as obstacles. And don't get, you know what I'm saying, emotionally attached. So reserve your emotions for communicating your mind to your body.
I like it. And that's it. You heard that first. That's simple. That's some real shit, though. Real shit. Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, brother, for real,
Amani Shabazz.
Man, it's your boy, Reckless Talk, man. We got Amani Shabazz right here, to my left, to y'all right, something like that. It's all backwards and shit. But yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Everybody have a great weekend. H10.